wonder what this button does.
Hey YouTubers, it's Nuke again, coming at you with somewhat of a epic rematch today. July versus Much. These two guys last met in the OSL, in crew at OSL, and it was just a fantastic game of StarCraft. Much opened with a proxy cannon rush, and blocked it in with a gateway. I've actually used that same build that he used in that game, and I have to say it works fantastically. July was able to fight it off, but then Much, I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, he ran speedlots past lurkers and harassed 3 bases at once with his zealots. It was just really, really a great game. So we'll see if Much can do the same thing here. Rush hour 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you didn't know already, Much is my favorite pro StarCraft player. It's kind of a shame. It's a kind of bittersweet to call him my favorite because he's going to be going into the military soon. We'll see if he can get a few more wins under his belt before he goes off to the military, though. Up at the 10 o'clock position was July in Teal, I think. And over here at the 3 o'clock is Much. He's a Protoss player in blue. Looks like July is sending out his Overlord in the right direction, so he might be getting some scouting information sooner rather than later. He might actually get the scout in first if July decides to go counterclockwise like most players do. As you see, July is scouting counterclockwise here. Much is my favorite player. I'm not sure why. I can't really explain it. I mean, he doesn't play consistently well, definitely. I mean, for some games he's just really, really, really a good player. In other games he just bombs. It's flat on his face. I'm not sure what Much is going to show up today. Which Much? The failing Much or the awesome Much, but we'll soon see. Much is going out to scout. Looks like he's going the right direction, so he's going to find out where July is very, very soon. I think July has camped his Overlord at his natural expansion, which is a bit strange. And I'm not sure if he's trying to keep information from Much by doing this, by keeping his Overlord in place. I think Much looked for that Overlord and didn't go up to scout the upper left-hand expansion. It was a very smart move by July if that was his intention. I don't think I've ever seen that strategy implemented before, but it's making Much, you see Much's face, he's like, God damn, I just scouted everywhere here. So I know where he is now. He was tricked by the Overlord there. So now he's finally going up to scout in the right direction. And let's see what July is up to here. I think July went for a 12 hatchery into his spawning pool. Spawning pool just now getting up here. And Much was tricked there by that Overlord. But July isn't going to know where Much is unless he has some kind of intuition going on here. July is going to try to fend off that probe as long as possible. Sending out another drone. We'll see what he does with this other drone that's going out. I think that will be the scouting drone. I think he's going to keep his Overlords at home. So he's putting up the gas now. The extractor and zealots are on the way already. So it looks like Much opened with a gateway, which is very interesting to do against Zerg nowadays. Usually see Forge Fast expand from Protoss versus Zerg. And it looks like July is going to put up a creep colony. So this early gateway I don't think is going to work too much into Much's favor. Unless he's able to sneak in somehow past this Sunken and all these Zerglings. I don't think he will, though. July's micro is fantastic. And it looks like Much is putting down a Nexus right now. Very risky, especially considering he doesn't have any cannons to defend. He's going to have to defend only with his Zealots from one gateway. This is a very strange build. I think you probably should have gone for a Forge Fast expand. It does make your expansion the safest it can be against a Zerg. You see, looks like Much is going to try to fend off with some Zealots here. July knows about that expansion right now, so we'll see how he adapts to this. I think the most likely thing from July right now is just tons and tons of Zerglings. He's going to try to muscle his way past these Zealots. As he's sneaking into the main right now, he might be able to get a lot of damage done here because there's nothing really protecting these 4 probes. The Cybernetics core going down and the Forge going up, so Much is adapting here. He's saying, I definitely need cannons in this situation. I'm not going to survive a ton of Zerglings without cannons. He's putting up another gateway. He's going to have to protect that gateway. Warping buildings from Protoss are very, very, very vulnerable when they first warp in, so you definitely don't want to warp something in right next to Zerglings. Oh my gosh, a lot of Zerglings coming down. I guess I was right. July's going all Zerglings. He's going to try to muscle his way past and take down the buildings by using 2 groups of Zerglings. He's going to attack the buildings with some Zerglings, and he's going to attack Zealots with the other Zerglings. He's going to try to split Much's attention. Oh, this might have been a bad idea for Much to go for this many Zealots early on. And July is taking out all these Zealots, so it looks like Much is failing already in this build. The cannon goes down. It looks like July is going to be able to take out this Nexus. I don't see any way that Much could protect his Nexus right now. All he has is slow Zealots. And these Zerglings are going to be speed upgraded soon enough. I think they might already be. Yeah, they are already speed upgraded. It's very fast ticking of the Zerglings there. Man, look at all these Zerglings. Looks like Much has put up a cannon at his main, but he lost that Nexus. Nexus is a huge investment. You can't just lose it like that. And now there are Hydralisks coming out. We're going to see Lurkers in here soon. And now July is trying to break through with Zerglings. He's going to be able to do it because there's just not enough forces here from Much. See, Much is bringing his probes off the line here. Much able to hold. I don't know how, but he was able to hold there. Much has pretty good instincts here. He knew exactly when to bring his probes in to defend against that. But July is still trying to muscle his way in here. He might have cut production of Zerglings. I think he has. And now there are Hydralisks out, though, in the Lurkers. Much sees that Lurker egg, and he is just, oh man, what am I going to do? There's nothing he can do because he doesn't have his robotics facility up. He won't be at observers nearly fast enough to deal with this. He's just going to have to put a lot of cannons up and hope for the best because there's really nothing else he can do. He's trying to hold his main, but losing that Nexus, I think that was it. You see, he is leaving a Zealot up there, trying to see if there's going to be a slow Lurker drop, which is a good strategy. I've been seeing a lot of Zergs go recently. I've been going it recently. Slow Lurker drops are very effective. Man, Lurkers have penetrated the base, and the cannon goes down. That's it for Much. I expect Much to GG very shortly because he has nothing to see the Lurkers with. You got to be able to see the Lurkers with something. And here comes some Lurkers. Lurkers are going to try to take out this last cannon. I think once this cannon goes down, it's going to be over. All of the probes being massacred here. All of these buildings are in jeopardy. And I'm not sure, GG, I'm not sure why he stayed in it that long, but July managed to take that with good aggression there. A risky build by Much. Didn't really go all in with those Zealots. I mean, if he was going to go early Zealots, he might as well have gone from 2 gateways. Not the epic rematch I was expecting, but still pretty darn good. Especially considering July has been in a bit of a slump lately. Well, this has been Nuke. I will be seeing you in the next match. Bye-bye.